Oh my gosh, bunnies! Bunnies! Oh yeah! Oh my! Hello everybody, this is Mr. Mruberduck doing a review of the Divine RPG mod. And yeah, I've got a lot to cover in this video, so we should get started pretty promptly now. Right, firstly let's see at the changes that are made in the Overworld. So if we look here, this is all the Overworld ores. And you can see we have Realmite, Armite and Rupee, the three Overworld ores that are added. And yeah, you can see they make armors and tools and these shikaxes, which I'd quite like to show to you. You can see we just destroy dirt and grass really quickly, we destroy cobble quickly, and we destroy wood quickly. And we can also hoe the ground, so that is a really awesome tool. Yeah, now, just as a side note, Divine RPG ores, it adds new ways to craft the different armors. So the helmet now requires 8 and the chestplate now requires 7 of that particular ore. So that's just something you should know. Now there are loads more mobs added in the Overworld. So let's start with the normal mobs. Get rid of that cobble. And yeah, there are a lot of them. Spawn is called Drama Cricks. These are all basically really strong. You can see the creators of this mod have done a really good job coding these creatures because they just look awesome. I mean, look at them. They are amazing. Right, there are 2 bosses added in the Overworld which need special things to summon them. So here is... Actually, no, there's only 1 in the Overworld. What am I talking about? So there's 1 in the Overworld. It's called the Ancient Entity. These are its drops. And this is how you craft it. And if we... Whoa. If we go and place it down over here, it's huge! Oh my gosh! Yeah, so this thing looks pretty awesome. And if we were to get hit by it, it would fly us into the air, but that's not important. Right, I've just turned into peaceful, and the whale remains, and the shark remains. I don't know why a shark would be peaceful, but that doesn't matter. So if we just put this mysterious clock back, and move on to the first dimension, the first Twilight dimension, which is called the Dravet Hills. So in order to go into the Dravet Hills portal, you need to kill that ancient entity, which drops these divine shards. You need to combine the divine shards with a piece of stone. You get this divine rock, you make that into the shape of a nether portal, and light it with this twilight clock. Boom! There you go. Then you can just jump in. Sometimes it's a bit slow to take you through. And it's downloading, and look! It's a land of butter! Sky would be so proud. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. If we just turn into easy, we can see some of the mobs start spawning, I hope. But if you're using this mod, I highly recommend that you use a mod called Not Enough Items as well, because it's really compatible. And basically what it allows you to do... Oh, there's the portal. What it allows you to do is find out all the crafting recipes for the many items. And if you don't have it, you will just be overwhelmed by trying to remember it all. Here is the ore that you have to mine. It's called Dravet ore, and it's rainbow! So it's pretty damn awesome. Right, so there are some tools and armors you can make from Dravet Hills. Since pickaxe and this armor, which is really awesome. All the armors in Divine RPG, by the way, have certain bonuses when you wear the full set. So this, for instance, adds 3 Twilight ore drops. So you saw that Dravet ore stuff. If you mine that while wearing that armor, it would drop 4 instead of just 1. So Dravet ore, when you mine that, it turns into Dravet fragments. 3 of them turns into a Dravet gem. 7 Dravet gems turns into a Dravet chunk. And the chunks are what you need to make all the tools. And I'm just using any eye to my advantage here, so you can see how useful it can be. Now let me just spawn all these mobs. There are 7 of them. And if we just hop into easy mode, see the bunnies that I showed at the beginning of the video? I might actually want to get a good sword, so... This is the best, oh not that, this is the best sword in the game. And it does 82 damage, and just by comparison, Diamond Sword in vanilla Minecraft does 7. So, boom! Turns into this huge angry bunny. Which is quite a surprise for your friends who first play this mod. They're just like, oh bunny, I'm gonna kill it! You can imagine what happens. But then you've got this Nezro thing, which is really screwed up. It's like... green makes loud noises, and it's wearing armor, which is why the sword isn't doing as much damage as it usually would. but it's green and it's fat and it's like an ogre dude, and yeah. Then you got the angry bunny. I don't know why I'm spawning that, but yeah. The medieval. This guy looks like a penis. Yep, he's a tall penis. Just can't really be bothered with these mobs. He's hostile, by the way, naturally hostile. Then this Corey. This is one of the most damaging mobs in the game, and it fires projectiles at you. Then you got Cadillions, like a unicorn thing, which horn sometimes spazzes out, but that's fine. And then a Tomo, which is just I don't know how to describe it. So here we are, and wait for it. It's blue. It's a cold place. It reminds me of snow and ice and everything that's cold. And basically you're looking for the ore in here that is blue and shiny like diamonds, but it's better than diamonds. And this is the second lowest, in fact, Twilight Diamond. So let's take a look at the ores. You can see azurite ore. There it is. It looks quite a lot like diamond, but it's not diamond. Fragments, gems, chunks, as usual, souls. Makes this stuff. And the pick, 28 efficiency. The Dravet one was 20, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Then you got this armor, fast health regen underwater. That's pretty awesome. Just rushing through in case you can't tell. I'll just shove this back because we've got a lot to cover. This isn't every mob in the Azurite Forest. It's just for some reason there aren't spawn eggs for some of them, so I don't quite know why that is, but that one burns in the sun apparently. That is a golem, and this guy, don't mess with him. He is a tank! He's like 900 health, you can see. That is a lot. A zombie's got 20, so yeah. This is a Veric. It's like two-headed Cyclops dude, who's basically a boss. Then you got a moon wolf here. You can tame these with bones like a normal wolf, and you can also kill them. And then Tomos. So yeah, let's just despawn them and return to easy. So yes, that is the Azurite Forest covered. Now let's move on to the third dimension, which is the Uvite Islands. Again, Portal is made with those blocks. You get the armor, and it's purple dimension. So if we run in here, as you can see, it's become nighttime, and that is because as the dimensions get harder, the sky gets darker. So the final one is basically constantly nighttime. Right. So now that we're back, I'll just show you armor that does 18% damage protection instead of the previous 16.25. So 40 efficiency on the pick, so it's a big increase between this dimension and the previous one. If we just place down this ore so you can see, it looks pretty awesome. What? Put that back. Fragments, gems, chunks, yeah, the usual. And souls. So that is Uvite Islands. Rushing onto the mobs actually. Yeah. So let's just place Tomos down. Another Tomo. Enchanted Warrior. This is a new guy. He carries a Uvite blade, which does a lot of damage. Unicorns again. Then the Archer. This guy, we can't really see. Maybe if I spawn him in a house, just terrorize the village a bit. You know, always good. Let me in. Right. Oh, wrong one. Archer. No, you idiot. Okay, he looks a bit like a dinosaur. So got these spines on his back, and he does a hell of a lot of damage, so you don't want to mess with him. Then we've got the golem again. Yay, burning in the sun. Hooray, fun times. So now let's go into the next dimension, which is the Mithril Mountains. Right, so here I am in the penultimate Twilight dimension, and this is where things start getting really, really gnarly. You can see it's really dark, just a dull grass colour, and it's just generally not a nice place to be, and you have to be in super souped up gear to stand any chance of surviving here. So I say we get out as quickly as possible. Let's just I want to show you this armor actually, because this armor is really cool. If I just put it on, you can see it does 5 times jump height. Yeah, that is pretty damn awesome if you ask me. So I can jump up 5 blocks. I can just hop from building to building. Boo! Sonic the Hedgehog. So, enough of prattling around. Let's shove that stuff back. Yeah, the pick is efficiency 48, so not that big of an increase, but here is the ore. Yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, usual stuff. Here we have it. Armor is 18.75% damage reduction, so things start getting awesome. So here on the Mithril Mountain, mobs. Let's just turn it to day. 9 will do. Right. Boom. Samek. This dude is like that Cyclops, but a lot gnarlier. He does a lot of damage, and he makes weird noises. Just listen to this. Me. Yeah, Golem. Fiend. This guy is like carrying some sticks. He's the boss. Bosses fight you with sticks, and they make some weird ass noises here. Advanced Corey, this is the guy you gotta look out for. He does 50 health. That's a lot of health. Yeah, he will just ruin your day. He drops these Mithril Souls. Hooray. Mithril Archer. Yeah, he is incredibly powerful. Right, into the Augite Depths. Right, so here I am, in the final Twilight Hills dimension, and my gosh, is it dark and horrible and not very nice, and the trees are all red and glowing, and we want to get out of here as soon as possible. Maybe I can show you some more, actually. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, that's the Augite Depths. Let's just show you, it's black and horrible. The color of death. Fragments, yeah, chunks. Sword 76 melee damage. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then we got the armor, 20% damage reduction, plus it gives you night vision, which is quite helpful. Pickaxe. Let's just see. 55 efficiency. Put that back there. Yeah, why not? Shove them. And place these down. So, mobs. Got this Soul Stealer. He's like the Fiend, but worse. The Archer, he's awesome. He just kills everything. Unicorns, they're naturally hostile, unlike the other unicorns in Dimensions, so watch out for them. They look pretty cool, though. Unicorns. And then Demon of Darkness, that's just random. Basilisk, yeah. He's got a ton of health. 1,600, to be precise, so let's just throw these away. Never want to see you again. And let's move on to the next dimensions. These aren't part of the Twilight series, they're just kind of bonus. Yeah, not that one. Iska, yeah, Iska. This is the Iska portal. It still requires Twilight clocks, so let's just throw them through there and jump right in. And here it is. You can see you get these massive ass trees, and they're pretty awesome. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll spawn near a trader hut. Pretty please. You can see there's ice, there's some random stuff. It's got a lot of new blocks, which are all instantly destroyable, by the way, with your fists. So I think that should be being worked on. Is that a rip-off or what? From the trunk there, upwards, that's just leaves. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Right, so let's find my portal back and return home. So we're back here, and Iska mobs. Yeah, this is the weirdest dimension for mobs, because the best I could do for spawning was this spawner, because they didn't have any spawn eggs, which is a bit annoying. And then you got these frost things. They're also big versions of these, but the spawn eggs are missing, which is really annoying. Yeah, Glacon, we saw that earlier. And if we wait for these to spawn... Well, this is anticlimactic. We'll just screw it. Screw it all. Goodbye, world. I'm going to dig down. Bye-bye! Okay, having got over my brief moment of rage, I say we take a look at what you can get. You can get these frozen shards, ice stones, and these snowflake things, which can be used to trade. That's basically it for Iska. And then you got the Arcana, which... Yeah, the portal is a bit bugged, so sometimes... You just have to keep breaking and replacing the portal blocks until it makes. This, by the way, is made of snow, and this stuff is made from these blue fire stones, which are dropped by the Watcher, which is another boss I'm going to show you. And I didn't mean to go in there. And also blocks of iron. But here we are in the Arcana. Dungeons of Arcana. So you get these blocks to set you on fire. Yeah, they're not very nice. And you get these. This is where you smelt the Arcana ore, which you find. So if we just, I don't know, head up here, we are leaving. Yeah, this place is very easy to get lost, so may I suggest raise minimap, which is what I've got in top right corner, and just set loads of waypoints. So, right, we're going back through, and here we are. Oh dear, there's a bit of a glitch with this portal, because sometimes you spawn right in the middle, and it screws you over. Come on, come on, come on. And leave, leave, leave. Oh, we're out. Just throw this rubbish away. And what can you get from the Arcana, I hear you asking? Well, take a look at that. You can get this Arcanium, which is used to trade, and this Dungeon Token, which is used to trade for some pretty awesome weapons, but we don't have time to go into them. I might show you some of the really cool ones, just a bonus feature at the end, but yeah, right. Now we have the Arcana mobs. These aren't really a very good indicator of what you can find, but it's the best I could do. These are all the traders, dudes, the NPCs. Now, I just want to show you some pretty cool stuff. So we're out of the dimensions. This is a work in progress mod, by the way. So the developers have said that sometime later this month they will be releasing a new update, which is going to have a new dimension called Vethia, which will be awesome. But more about that later. So, right. Firstly, I'm going to show you the Serenade of Life, and these serenades are pretty cool. They're made all using this shape of stuff. Actually, I've set these up for a reason. And various things. So if we just look at the Serenade of Life, it makes this tree. And also ruins your item frames, which is very nice. That requires this Arlemite stuff to make, so it's pretty expensive and not necessarily worth it, but it's cool. Now I've got these pigs set up because this next thing, yeah, it strikes lightning on them all, and it also destroys item frames. So let's kill them, shall we? Die! Yeah. Then we can use the Serenade Death thing to destroy them. What am I doing? What have I done? Let's actually get one of the cool things you can get from the Arcana. You can trade this to send down stars from the sky. Whoa! And this falls on top of you, so you should get out of the way. And it does a lot of damage. Yeah! Woo! So that's the sort of stuff you can get from the Arcana, and they're dead. Ah, damn you! So I also showed you the Serenade Death thing. This just fires projectiles. It's quite expensive though. Oh, I destroyed my thing. Brilliant. Yeah. For this one, we need to go into survival game mode S and just damage ourselves a bit. Yeah, that should do. And then we get our Serenade Health, which is made using 5 netherite chunks. I'll show you what netherite is in a second. Restores all hearts, lovely. Right, now we're moving on to some of the cool random stuff which isn't part of the RPG bit. So yeah, food. You got a load more food added in Divine RPG. Let me just mess up this chest. You got this stuffed chickens in them, which basically replenishes everything. And it's pretty cheap. This is the recipe if you just... yeah, don't look at that. And bacon. These are just 2 of my favourite things. Bacon, this is just 1 raw pork chop in your crafting bench. Gets you 6 bacon, and it's really useful food. Now, this is a Dravet chest. This thing is damn awesome because not only does it have huge inventory space, you can place it next to each other. So, that one's not opening for some reason, but these are opening. And you can't open them with stuff on top, but yeah. It doesn't open like a normal chest, but it's work in progress mod, so that's fine. Now, ranged weapons. Let me just show you some of these. Yeah. These are all the ranged weapons. Well, not all of them, but let's just run around here, spawn a Cyclops. See, I'm so prepared. And I've got this lovely hole here to attack him from range with. Start with the Crab Claw cannon. You can get various cannons. and it has a really slow firing rate, but it does a lot of damage. Shurikens, that's just 1 iron in a crafting bench to get those. Slicers, those things do a lot of damage. These are 1 gem from the Twilight Dimensions. Then you got the Queen of Ice, that slows him down and does a lot of damage. That's made from azurite chunks. The Blitz, that thing is pretty cool. It's got infinite uses but requires ammo. And then the bows, they're just basically upgraded, do a lot more damage. Phasers, these things are awesome. No copyright infringement intended. Right, so they're the ranged weapons. Now we can get rid of those, you know, just throw them away, and move on to the end. So what has been changed in the end, you may ask? Well, these are the things you can get from the end. You can get ender stones, ender shards, and these watching eyes. Now, these are the armor and weapons. I won't bother putting them on. Now, these are the mobs you get in the end. The new ones that are added, that is. Start with this one. This is the Ender Watcher. Oh yeah, here's fun. Ender Watcher, put it down, and there it is. Enderman. And these Ender Triplets, which fly and fire cannonballs at you. So I am quickly going to get rid of him, because he could destroy this place. Right, now let's get rid of those, and move on to the Nether. Now, this is all the stuff you can get from the Nether. You get this netherite ore. Netherite is the main thing you're looking for in the Nether, and also the molten shards. But the netherite, you find it in this ore, which looks like this, and acts as a cactus if I was to go into survival, like so. And you smelt that, get these, what am I doing? Yeah, you get these netherite ingots. They can be turned into, this stuff. Most notably the chunks, which are then used for the armor, and this awesome Serenade of Life, which I showed you earlier. And you also get these blood gems. These are used for a sword. 3 swords, actually. They're not very useful. And then these molten shards. They make these molten stones. Molten stones can be used for pretty awesome armor. And also Call of the Watcher. Now the mobs. They're the bosses. Here we go. If we go over here, we get normal zombie pigmen, ghasts, yeah. And then these hell spiders, which are, they set you on fire. They're not very nice. Hell pigs, you can tame these, and they look pretty cool. And scorchers, they're like big blaze. And yeah, he's very loud. There's also this mob called the wildfire, but I couldn't seem to find a spawn egg for it, so you have to go without seeing that. So these are some bosses. This is the Call of the Watcher. You have to spawn him in the Nether. This is what he looks like in statue form. All the bosses, by the way, drop statues. That's what he looks like. He's just bigger. I won't bother showing him to you because I don't have that much time. He also drops divine shards for the Dravet Hills portal back there. And these blue fire stones. Now these are used for some weapons, but also this angelic armor, which is really cool because it allows you to fly. So now we have the bosses. So a big part of the Divine RPG mob is the boss fights and just that, you know, that end game aspect. So none of these can be spawned in the overworld, so I'm going to be going to the Dravet Hills to do this section. And maybe not. The Azurite Forest then. And in we go. And I'm just going to place them all down. If the world would load. Thank you very much. Like, so we can start with Ezekiel. Now this spawns 2 bosses. It spawns both of those. And they fly around and they're a pain to kill because they're horrible. And then Denzos. This is Denzos and Ravor. You can make either the Denzos or the Ravor crystal. And it will spawn both of these. So all the bosses come in the form of crystals, apart from this and the ones I've already showed you. So this is the carrot. It's the carrot. This guy spawns loads of those angry bunnies, and he's basically a big angry bunny. He's not that hard to kill, but yeah. Twilight Demon. Yeah, he's massive, huge. Let's spawn loads. And then finally, Soul Fiend. Well, not finally. He's tiny. He's not much use. Okay, so I just fled the Azurite Forest from all those noisy bosses. these are the pumpkins. So Divine RPG adds a few little bonus achievements, I guess, that you can work towards and just have a sort of a side quest. And one of those things is pumpkins. So if I just get a few of these out, different mobs have different pumpkins. So we can place all these down. That's the normal pumpkin back there. You can see they're all pretty cool, and they are crafted using the corresponding mobs items. So like the frost, that drops ice stones, so it's crafted using ice stones. Creeper, gunpowder, you know, Iceman, that's frozen shards. Ender Watcher, ender shards. You get the picture, and they just look pretty badass. So it's a nice little feature they've added. So I've basically covered everything in this mod. There's just a few kind of decoration blocks which they have, and there are only really 2 of those I want to show you. I just can't really remember what they're called. I know what this one's called. What? Acceleron. Yeah, Acceleron. And, oh, I'm in survival. I'm an idiot. If you place these down in a long line, yep, gas pumpkin rails for the win. And why don't you just hop on here and, whoa! I want to go again. Oh, that was so amazing. See how quickly, and boo! Oh, I'm just trying to jump off the end there. That would get me some serious hops. Oh, look how far I just jumped. What the hell? That stuff is insane. There's also one that makes you jump higher, but I don't know what it's called. If you want to research further, be my guest. Okay, so this has been my coverage of the Divine RPG mod. Overall, it's a really, really cool mod, which I highly suggest you go and check out for yourself. You won't regret it. And yeah, I'm just going to continue doing my Let's Play of it, 'cause it's going to be great. If you want to check that out, by the way, feel free, it's on my channel. So this mod has been really, really good. I'm running out of things to say, so I'll just end it here. Thank you for watching. I hope this hasn't been too long, and I will see you in the next video.